Hello guys, Brotherhood Mars here, giving you an online commentary for a 2v2 31k battle on Rome Total War. As you can see, the graphics of Rome Total War have completely changed. I've actually gotten a reskin called Aragon's skin reskin mod, and this significantly changes the appearance of different units. As you can see, Praetorian Cavalry right here have an entirely new look. And also got a vegetation mod which significantly improves the vegetation and terrain. And I also got a reshade mod which allows me to reshade and just to change the lighting and the vibrance and all that sort of stuff. So this is how it would look without the changes, but here, as you can see, it looks entirely different. So this game was played on Game Ranger, and I actually have this version up and running just so I can get this replay going. Unfortunately, my reskins don't work for the Steam version, but my reshade does work for both versions, so that's sort of a good thing as well. So this battle was fought, I'm not too sure when, probably a couple of months ago, or maybe a month ago, I'm not too sure. But I bought these the SPQR Romans, and I've got 14 infantry and 6 Praetorian cavalry, so there's that. And my ally is FG Hamilcar Bark, who has brought the Greek cities, and he's got what looks to be 9 or 10 Cretan archers, and then he's got what looks to be 12 Spartans and 8 Cretan archers. So it's a very powerful army right there. As you can see, the appearance of these Spartans have changed considerably. They're very red. Right, and here we have the other team. We have Maga Trump 2020. He's a good 31k player. Went on under the name of, I believe it was Imposter with Brotherhood tags. That's how I first met the guy. But he's got what looks to be 16 infantry and 4 Praetorian cavalry. So he's mainly put his upgrades into infantry. Right, and the other team consists of RTW player Lean Mouse, who's brought the House of Brudii, and he's got 1 armored general, 1 Praetorian cavalry unit. He's got 1 Roman archer unit, 3 archer auxilia, and the rest all urban cohorts. So it's mainly an army to try and take out the Greeks right here. Right, so this is the first battle I'm recording with these newer settings, and hopefully the game doesn't lag too much, and I also hope that the recording is smooth as well. So as you can see, I'm actually moving my armies up right now, and yeah, we're just slowly approaching them. So I was configuring the settings for reshade a lot, and I was just seeing what sort of colors work best. When I was configuring this, I mainly tended to make the reds more vibrant and the greens more vibrant as well. I noticed that blues were a bit too bright, so I basically lowered the settings on those. Unfortunately, they didn't have a setting for purple, but purple seems to be just fine actually. Cavalry units are extremely dark in this new reshade and with the mod. Right, so we're just progressively moving forward. As you can see, Trump has sort of spread apart his army, trying to cover more ground, I assume. And then Lean Mouse is, behind him, kind of reinforce his ally or get into a better position, I assume. Right, so Hamilcar has spread out his archers. He wants to get more area, more troop length and such. Right, so he's gotten into position. He's firing down on the enemy. So because of his spread out formation right here, he can get shots from multiple angles. Right, so I'm moving my split army right here, and basically by doing this I can cover more ground and such. Right, so I put this one unit a bit forward like Trump's units right here, just so I can soak up pilos and such. Right, so Hamilcar is moving his Greek cities up forward. Right, so right now it just seems to be an archer battle. It's Cretans versus those archer auxilia right there. Right, so I'm moving my army out, and I'm just gonna start the skirmishing with Trump. Okay, so as we can see, Hamilcar is moving his army really close to mine. He's doing this because Lean Mouse has basically integrated himself with Trump's army. I'm moving this little army over here to the side to get a better position. I move my cavalry over. Alright, so Trump's doing something really good right here. He's using his cavalry to chase off these archers. Alright, so he spread apart his infantry to get more ground. Lean is using that armored general, fast moving, to try and take out those archers. Right, so because I've noticed all that cavalry and pretty much most of that infantry moving over, I'm going to move my infantry block over, and Hamilcar is also going to move his Spartans in there, to try and force an engagement. So I'm moving in with both my armies right here. I'm not going to charge in on my cavalry, I'm just going to charge in, half and half, get better area. Alright, so Hamilcar's gone in for a bit of a battle right here. He's going in for the engagement. He's taken on both Julii and Bruttii infantry right here. Alright, so because of that maneuver, I think I've routed or gotten a good position over Lean Mouse so far. Hamilcar is gonna peel off some of his Spartan units right here. And I'm gonna charge into that Bruttii infantry right here, try and rout as many troops as I possibly can. Alright, so Trump's gone for a flanking attack, and Hamilcar's brought out some Spartans to defend his sides and rear. So I charged in my cavalry into the rest of the Bruttii troops on the side. So I had a really good position right there, so I was able to charge really nicely.
Has been slain.
Alright, so
this loss is hard for us.
So Hamilcar's general, I think, just died, but it shouldn't really affect the morale too much as they're winning, and then there's a mass rout coming over there. Alright, so Hamilcar's gonna actually rush the Julii right here, try to force an engagement so that they don't make the first move, just distract them a bit. So I'm gonna go in for a massive charge right here. I see that his back is turned against me, so I'm gonna actually charge my remaining cavalry in there. Right, so I did a good hammer and angle right there, so I was able to take out a lot of troops. Took 2 cavalry and I charged it, but Lean Mouse's infantry kind of got away. So Lean Mouse did something pretty clever right here. He's getting my unit stuck with his general, and Trump is sending his infantry over. Alright, so now because of that flank has been completely shored up, he can, or taken out, he can peel off some of his infantry units right here, and he can basically just go for those remaining Julii. So I'm using the rest of my infantry. I'm just going to rush in. I'm going to go in for a charge, take out those remaining Julia infantry right there. And I'm going to use my cavalry. I'm just going to charge straight in. Alright, so Trump's gone in for a good hammer and anvil charge right there. He's managed to rout one of those units right there. He took a lot of damage on his cavalry right there. Alright, so Lean Mouse has gone in for a little splice charge, although it's a bit of a weak one. So I pulled my cavalry back, and Hamilcar is just fighting the rest of the Juliet. I've charged in 2 of my cavalry right here. I've charged in 2 over here, and I've put these 2 back here just in case. So I charged in, but that was a good counter charge by the other team. So I'm actually gonna charge in the rest of my cavalry right here. So that was a really good counter charge. It routed 2 of my units right there, but I got it for a little counter charge, and Hamilcar brought some of the Spartans over. Right, so I pulled out all the cavalry I have. Trump's gone in for a nice charge over here. Probably gonna rout a few of my units right there. Yep, so he's routed 3 of my units right there. It was a nice, decent cavalry charge right there. But I'm gonna shore up some of the units behind Hamilcar so he could turn and focus his Spartans on the Julii. Right, so Trump's getting into a better position. He's gonna go in for a nice splice charge right here. Probably gonna try and aim for my general or something. Right, so he's going in for a charge, but he didn't notice that there was a Spartan hoplite unit right in front of my general. So Hamilcar's actually routed the rest of those Julia units right there, and I'm just circling around, getting into a better position. I'm probably gonna try and go in for a massive charge right here to try and take them out.
The enemies show their true virtue.
Alright, so the Julia have completely routed. All the units are completely decimated.
Victorious! A tribute to Roman strength and honor!
Right, so after a ferocious battle, Lean Mouse has admitted defeat. Alright, so as you can see, it was a very atrocious battle. You can see the piles of dead everywhere. I think this is a huge upgrade from the previous Total War graphics. I haven't tried this in real time, but on replays it seems to be doing well. I do experience little bit of lag depending on the effects that we used, but most of the time I don't really feel lag too much. There's a huge difference in graphics, so if I were to, let's say, toggle reshade right here, this is how it would look normally. So you can see, these units right here, and then the piles of dead over here. It looks normal. It looks normal, but you put these graphics on, they look completely different, and you couldn't even tell that this game was from 2004. So this game is 15 years old, and it can look as good as Rome 2. So this is Brotherhood member Mars saying I hope you enjoyed that battle, and please leave some comments or criticism down below. And if you guys have any presets for reshade for any of you that use it, please feel free to link it down below. That'd be much appreciated. But yeah, so it said it was an average victory. I'm gonna have to agree with that. I didn't expect to get the most kills though. I really thought that Hamilcar would get the most kills, but he did a really good job supporting. Good game to myself, good game to Hamilcar, good game to Trump and Lean Mouse. And once again, hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I hope you have a great day.